What is going on YouTube? We are back and we have our first national championship of the series. Now, this is seed 4, so after this we only have 121 more of these to go. But for our first national championship of the series, or like on streamed, we have Ole Miss versus Alabama. I am shocked. Utterly shocked it has taken Alabama this long to be here today and have a real chance at winning this. But today's going to be easy stream for me. I just have to pick the teams and then kind of just sit through it all, because I don't think it's fair to like send through it like we have been the past few games. I think we definitely have to just watch this one out, because you can't just make a national championship like 3 minutes and then just call it a day, you know? And nobody gets home field advantage on this one. On all national championships, you are going to get a bowl stadium. And we're also, I haven't talked about it, but we are going to do the same thing for the like actual tournament. Is none of them will be played with like home field advantage. They'll all be played at like bowl games and stuff. So just keep that in mind while you're watching. But I think it's all the way at the back, unfortunately. Yeah, we have the Sugar Bowl, the Alamo Bowl. Like, it has all of the bowls. But hey, I work at Chick-fil-A. Lol. Anyways, but we're not doing that crap. We're going all the way to the... If I can find it. Good lord, what is it called? No. Is it really all the way out here at the end? Wait, they have high schools? What in the world is this? Wow, I did not realize I could have done it like that. I wasted so much time. My fault, guys. Wait, did I miss the like national championship one? Am I just stupid? Because it's like Tostitos, I think, that does this one. Wait, where's that one? Am I missing it? Hold on, guys. If we can't find it, we're just gonna... Because, like, this is the one that every time I've played a national championship, it's been played in this one. But I don't think that's it. If we can't find it, we're just gonna do the Chick-fil-A Bowl, because I work there. Whatever. But is there really no national championship bowl game? Or you do the Rose Bowl, I guess. Yeah, these are the only championship games. Where's the Natty, bruh? I don't want to play at no freaking high school. Did I pass it? Don't worry, I'm gonna go slow through this time. But yeah, we're gonna try and put them in the national championship bowl. If we can't, we'll just play all of them throughout like little bowl games. But that's really unfortunate. I'm like kind of annoyed. Yeah, no, I don't see a national championship one. Whatever. Okay. Let's forget about it. Sugar Bowl? No, we'll do Chick-fil-A. We'll do Chick-fil-A. Wherever that one's at. There it is. Alright, they're going to be playing at Chick-fil-A Bowl. Highest difficulty, 15-minute quarters, and we're just going to get underway. Sorry, that took way longer than it needed to. But Just trying to set up the. I was trying to create like an atmosphere for it. Guess we don't get to do that. But this is so because whenever you get down to like these tournaments, like yeah, you could have home field advantage. I guess it makes sense. You know, like people fight for those spots, but I think they're a little cheap. I think they should all be on neutral grounds. Personally. And then, like I said, we're gonna watch everything. Like it's everything. Like if it's a spectacle, which through it, crash. I mean, she's lagging a little bit, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Let me make sure my phone's not on the Wi-Fi. Dude, my Wi-Fi up here in college is so bad. So I have to, like, whenever I stream, I have to turn everything off. We're going to get the whole presentation. Alright. Oh, wait, I have to pick. That's right. I didn't do a neutral thing. Because I didn't know if I did neutral, if I was going to be able to pick the stadiums or not. So... Alright, and then we're just gonna pick this. Do we have to pick a play? We do have to. No, we can just sim the first play. So we're gonna miss the opening kickoff, unfortunately. There's a touchback, so it's fine. And now we just get to sit here and watch the game. Coming into this, Alabama was a higher overall. They are the #1 seed, and they have yet to place in this tournament. So, obviously. So, I'm going to pick them to win. I think Saban's done playing around. They're not going to waste much more time. They want to get this on lock. They don't want to be out of the tournament any longer than they have to be. But, like I said, this Ole Miss team played really good last game against Notre Dame, and this Alabama team did not play that good. I mean, they won, but that Missouri team was not good, and Alabama barely pulled that one off. So it went into like double overtime. So if it's anything like last game, Ole Miss really has a good shot. Oh, almost had a catch but drops it. Big drop, 4th and 12. Ole Miss has got to punt this ball. It's been a long road for both of these teams. They haven't had necessarily the easiest lineups recently. That's kind of the good part about getting in deep into these tournaments is you gotta work for them. Dang, Ole Miss recover team could not stop them. Ole Miss coverage team could not stop them. Man, it was just rumbling through. But after this, I'll probably try and start the next stream tomorrow for Seed 5. But, I don't know. I'm really excited to see how this all plays out. I think this should be a good game. I really hope it's not a blowout. If it gets to a blowout by, like, halftime, we can sim through it. But for some reason, I don't see it getting there. I see Ole Miss holding their own. I don't see Ole Miss winning, though. Unfortunately. I want them to win, but I don't see them winning. Alabama with the ball. They just got a first down, if you weren't paying attention. This will be slow commentating at the beginning. Not a lot of scoring's going to happen, I don't think. I think this will be a slow game for a while until... It always is till towards the end where they have to, like, start, like, taking the top off of people and, like, really getting points on the board. But whenever they're slow and opening, like, teams can just, like, kind of take it at whatever pace they want. Ran backwards. He did not get that first down. His forward progress was behind the line to gain. Alabama 2 for 2 with 17 yards, 3rd and inches. You think it'll probably just be a run play. But if Ole Miss can get a stop here and only hold Alabama to 3, that's going to be huge. They do run the ball. Don't stop them, though. And he gets about 6 out of it. So they do reset the downs. First down from the 23? 23? But thank you guys for everyone who's like tuned in to all these games so far. I've really had a great time doing it. And like I said, we have 121 more series of these. So before we even get to the big one, so technically we have 122. And hopefully by the time we get there, the quality of everything is going to be so much better. I really hope so. Wide open in the middle of the field, gets another first down, 13-yard reception. I think soon we'll be able to start picking out who's going to be the all-stars of this game. I think it's a little too early to tell right now, but like I said, soon I think we can be able to understand. Running back gets a huge hole, gets 6 yards, 2nd and 4. And Alabama's knocking on the door. Ole Miss defense either needs to come up with something, or their offense is going to have to carry. Because Alabama's had no problem moving the ball whatsoever. The closest they got to being stopped was 3rd and inches. And well, that was a good stop by the defense. Dropped them for 2 yards, 3rd and 6. If they don't let up 6 yards, Alabama probably is going to kick a field goal here. But great coverage by the defense. Staying on your assignments. So for those of you who are new and tuning in, oh wow, as I leaned over, Alabama gets a touchdown. Quarterback went 5 for 5, 35 yards and a touchdown on that drive. But for all of you who have just started watching the series, whoever wins this game will join the 4th seed in the overall playoff with Arkansas, Georgia, and Clemson so far. Really going to be interesting to see how this all plays out, who falls into what spot. Like I said, every team is going to get a spot. It just matters how good they do in these tournaments, what spot they get. Alabama set to kick off, up 7-0 early in this first quarter. Ole Miss just going to take a knee and start their drive at the 25. Wow, allowed -2 yards their last defensive drive. Go Alabama. It is a championship game. You got to expect them to like ball out. They always do. Alabama's never not shown up for one of these games. Oh, huge sack for 8 yards. Cannot hold on to the ball for that long. You have to get rid of it before that. And it was just slow and steady, rolled out just a little too much, and like lined himself up for that defender right there. Okay, we don't have to watch like all that. Throw it. Yeet. Oh, wide open man gets the first down and more. 23-yard reception, and they're running hurry up. They got places to be. They got to get in this end zone. Hands it off to the receiver, and he gets 2 yards out of it. Better than what I normally get when I run that play. Let's see what they can cook up here. Like I said, this Ole Miss team hasn't had like the easiest route ever. They had to beat a number 7 Notre Dame. They had to beat a number 11 Louisville, and then that was their hardest stretch, was the Elite Eight and the Final Four. The Sweet 16 they had to beat Hawaii, so they weren't really desperate there. But on 3rd and 8, drops back to throw, dumps it off, and gets sacked behind the line. 4th and 13, not sacked necessarily, but they were not going to get anywhere pretty. Where is Ole Miss? Yeah, they've had to play. They've had some easy games, but then again, those last 2 games were like difficult for them. They really had to show they were a real team to get here today. So both these teams have proven they belong. Ole Miss more than Alabama, for being completely honest. Alabama, not only have they been barely winning their games, no, I was not gonna say they haven't been blowing their teams out. They've barely been winning. So, I mean, do they deserve it here? Let's see. I mean, right now they have a good lead. That Ole Miss drive only took a minute off the clock. So, oh, huge pick by Ole Miss. If he could have caught that at a better angle, he had a pick 6. This defense showing up early with a good, beautiful pick right there. Alright, let's see if their offense now has some momentum. They do not. Oh, yeah, no. Let's see what they can do now. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Sorry, I'm a little off my commentary game. It's going to take me a second. Oh my god! These Ole Miss receivers are not holding on to anything, bro. That was like a yard short of a first down they could have had, but now it's a 3rd and 10, and you're definitely in a passing situation. Like I said, this Ole Miss offense is going to have to do something because the defense, it's been the same thing for every game we've watched recently. The defense plays amazing. Like, this Alabama defense playing amazing. Ole Miss defense just got a pick in your own like territory. Like, you have to capitalize on that. The defenses can't do everything. Ole Miss gonna try a field goal, a long one, but do they get it? What? I swear that went through. Oh, he was just left of it. No way. That is unfortunate. That is very, very, very unfortunate. So Ole Miss, again, walks away with nothing on the board, and this defense is back on the field. Again, they barely took a minute off the clock. That was a bad spot, I think. I think that receiver definitely got the first down, but 2nd and inches for Alabama. I'm sure it's not going to mean much to them. I'm sure they're going to get it. But let's see if this Ole Miss defense can come up with something else. At this point, you just need stops. You're just going to have to play shutout defense so your offense can get as much time as possible with the ball to try and score something. But you give Alabama momentum, man, and they just start rolling. I think that probably hence the term roll tide. Another interception! These out routes are not doing it for Alabama. That is their 2nd pick on basically the same play, just different sides of the field. Ole Miss defense is standing strong. This offense, if they don't score here, is really going to start ticking me off because I don't know what else Ole Miss can do besides getting these interceptions. And I mean, 2 picks already this early in the game, you should be up because you started with the ball. You've had 2 interceptions. You've had 4 drives at this point. This is your 4th drive. So, you got to score. You got to find the end zone here. Or throw it right to a linebacker. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't bench this quarterback soon. That was a horrible, horrible read. That man was just it wasn't even like he jumped the ball. He was just standing in the middle of the field. Ole Miss defense back on the field. Again, these drives are lasting less than a minute. Good tackle, but after 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Ole Miss is going to have to figure something out and fast. First down, a gain of 9. Alabama's just having their way with this game. Even after 2 turnovers, they don't look worried or flustered at all. They just look like how Alabama looks. Good tackle before the line to gain 7 yards. So 2nd and 3. Ugh. You gotta expect that Ole Miss came in here at a disadvantage. Though, like I've said, and I'll probably repeat multiple times during this stream, whenever you're the number 1 team in the video game and you haven't made it into the tournament yet, that says something. Like, you gotta find this tournament sooner rather than later. And I think this will be their game. Because, like I said, this Ole Miss offense is doing nothing. The defense can only do so much. I think Alabama will make it in this round. Good tackle on the boundary, 2nd and goal. Probably from about the 5, it looks like. 5, maybe 4. He was just standing out there on an island. Nobody was near him. Defense has got to play a little better. Can we skip the cutscenes? Lined up in goal line. Probably going to be like 2 runs. Oh, to the outside. He's got it. Touchdown, Alabama. Going up by 2 touchdowns and halfway through the first quarter. Come on. Stop showing the cutscene over and over. We saw the touchdown. Drives it through, up 14-0. Alabama. Only see him slap him on the butt. We know. Let's see if Ole Miss can get something rolling here. Let's see if they can roll the Roll Tide. You know what I'm saying? Look at the total yards down there. 19 versus their 107. Like, I don't know what you want them to do, unfortunately. You gotta stop throwing behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge thing for Ole Miss. Good little pitch. Gets 5 out of it. 2nd and 5. Go in the right direction this time. Let's see. They got to start passing the ball. They've been throwing behind the line so much. Good little dump off real quick on a slant. Nope, he dropped it. Just kidding. These receivers are holding on to nothing. This quarterback's throwing horrible balls. I mean, it's just not looking pretty right now. This is not looking like an Ole Miss team that belongs in the national championship. Good dot to the boundaries, though. 13-yard reception. Finally gets that first down they've been needing to move the chains. Whew. Let's see if they can, like, build on that. Ole Miss, a very hurry-up offense, I've noticed. They don't waste much time just chilling, like taking it slow. Ran the what? That was a weird route to go forward, but gets 4, 2nd and 6. Still on hurry up. I mean, this has got to tire your team out so quickly. Like, no breaks whatsoever. Right up the gut for the quarterback. Gets 11 out of it. So he heads up another first down. And Ole Miss is finally on the move. This is where last game they always, like, throttled out at. Like, they couldn't get anywhere past, like, the 30 for, like, the longest time. Quarterback flush, just dumps it off. Gets 6 out of it, though. 2nd and 4. Doing good this game. Or this drive, I should say. Just finding open guys everywhere. Or around. Not everywhere. Is going to keep it this time. Fight for the first down, carrying 3 defenders with him for a 7-yard run. This offense finally coming alive. And we have a false start. Yep. Back them up 5 yards. That's unfortunate. You ran too quickly, man. I mean, I don't know what you expected from him. So let's retry that. It's going to be 1st and 15. Probably throw it to get back some yards. And nope, they're going to run it right into a linebacker's face. He's just bouncing off defenders. He got all of it back plus some. 8-yard rush. Sets up 2nd and 7. A great run by the halfback. They're going to hand it to him again. Why not? Oh my God. Big run by the halfback. 16 yards. Sets him up for 1st and goal. Ole Miss knocking on the doorstep, trying to get something on the board. Maybe stun this Alabama offense a little bit. Get their defense back into the game. Gonna hand it off again. Again, I don't see why not. Oh, that's why. Because you're gonna get tackled behind the line. Because you're going horizontal, not vertical. It's okay. Loss of 3. Still 2nd and goal. Just outside the 10 now. So we'll call it 2nd and 11. They got to get to the end zone here. I feel like at this point you need a touchdown and you need to stop handing the ball off for the love of God. 3rd and goal now. Again, you gotta throw at some point. Like, Alabama's reading your running play well. They bring a blitz. Doesn't matter. On the boundaries. Catches it. No. Dropped it. Almost had that. It looked good. It looked close. They're going to settle for the field goal. Yeah, I would take the points too. I would take the points. Make it 14-3. Live to fight another drive. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Gets that one up. Had plenty of accuracy that time. Let's see. They're set to kick off. And let's see if their defense can come up with yet another stop. I don't care about those stats. Oops. At least Ole Miss is hanging in there. I was really afraid they were just going to let this get out of hand. Bad angles by the defense. Lets him get 16 yards out of that run. Sets up another 1st down. I don't think any player on this offense is going to have a show-out game. Quarterback's been spreading the ball around a lot. I think everybody's going to equally do great for this Alabama team to work. I don't think they're going to target just one player. But, I mean, the running back's having one game. 13 more yards tacked on. 8 for 46 and a touchdown. Good stats so far considering we're only in the 1st quarter. We're not even out of that yet. And they're handing the ball off again, and the running back got 3 out of it whenever he was met pretty close to the line. Pretty damn close to that line of scrimmage. Gonna snap it. Dumps it off. Just throws that ball away. 3rd and 7. Finally flustered. Alabama's only dropped 3 balls, and technically 2 of them weren't dropped. They were just thrown to the wrong team. Ole Miss gets a stop here. This should be huge. I think Alabama will try and punt it. Maybe they might be in a situation where they have to go for it. Oh, no, they're going to try for a long field goal. I forget that's an option. They're going to try and extend this lead back to 14. It looks like it has the distance. It's no good. Wide right. I think. That looked like it had the distance, so I'd assume it should wide right, yeah? Yeah, wide right. Well, both teams with a missed field goal now. Alabama's still up 14-3. Ole Miss finally has the ball back, giving some momentum, hands the ball off. Huge run by the halfback, still fighting. Gets the 1st down. You think they just keep it on the ground, or do you think they'll throw it eventually? I guess I understand why you haven't thrown the ball. Your receivers have not been reliable. There's a catch, though, for 5, 2nd and 5. But, I mean, they're like 2 for 28. He's only completed 7 passes this far. And it's not really been his fault. They've been good passes, just the receivers just be dropping them. But not that one. 7-yard reception sets up another first down. Ole Miss on the move. They're showing why they belong in this game. Deserve to be in this game is what I was trying to say. Good Lord. Catches another quick slant for 6. Can't hate on it. That's the play I always run whenever I know I need yards. Is I just run a slant. It's always open, or they'll always catch the ball. Another slant, good yardage. Gets 11 out of it. Sets up at another first down. Ole Miss finally attacking the air, making the run game a little less noticeable. Or predictable is what I meant to say. 7-yard reception. Another good little slant route, 2nd and 3rd. 11 for 19, looking a lot better than it was at the beginning of this drive. That's 4 completions in a row, mind you. And Ole Miss is catching up with them yards. Oh, touchdown! Touchdown! Ole Miss scores with the quarterback keeper. They're a PAT away from making this a 4-point game, and that was a great play by the Ole Miss offense. Threw the ball so much, relied on the halfback so much that they forget that the quarterback could run too. Just had an easy straight line to the end zone. And we have a 14-10 ball game now, folks. Ole Miss kicks it off. Alabama's going to take a knee and take it at the 25. No graphic that time. I could have skipped them walking out, but I was hoping they were going to say something about this defense. That I've been proud of this Ole Miss defense. Out of everything in this game so far, this Ole Miss defense is my favorite. Because they have been fighting. They kept their team in the game for a lot longer than the offense was, that's for sure. That 84 looked mighty offsides to me. Or huge hole. And Alabama gets more yards of it. 32-yard reception. Blown coverage, bad tackle. That was not pretty. Gotta clean that one up. Number 3 just got absolutely toasted on the boundary. But it's starting to look a lot better. This Ole Miss team's starting to get alive. Now the defense has to get it. They have to step up again. The offense has started moving, gave this defense time to sit, but if Alabama's just going to keep running it up the gut 24/7, I don't know that Ole Miss can stop it. Because, this Alabama team's just so big and they're strong, so they're just going to body you all the way down the field if you let them. Quarterback just throws it away. Probably a smart move. 3rd and 4. Ole Miss looks like they're going to have another stop on their hands, possibly. They just have to clamp down here. I don't think Alabama runs it. They'll probably try and toss it out real quick. Oh, well, he had plenty of open routes on that one. 12-yard reception by the tight end. Gets him another first. I don't know how commentators talk for a whole game and just come up with things to say. Number 10 is having a pretty good game so far. Minus those 2 interceptions early on, he beat the nerves. He got over the nerves of being in the national championship, and he's been playing a good game. He's been moving his offense really well. And on 2nd and 10, looks to throw it. He gets a quick strike across the middle, and that receiver fights to get that first down. Just over it, and it sets up 1st and goal from the 8. Let's see if they can get a touchdown here. Not come up empty. Had a lot open. Quarterback's going to run and get absolutely drilled at the line. 2nd and goal. And with the clock ticking down, we're about to end the first quarter. Will we end at 14-10 or 21-10? Wide open on the edge. Nobody covered him, but he just ran straight out of bounds. 3-yard gain, 3rd and goal. This is Alabama's got to shoot for the end zone here because you don't go for it on 4th and goal here. You take your field goal if you have to, but just a quick strike doesn't get it. Had a man wide open in the back of the end zone though, so Ole Miss got lucky that the quarterback made that read of all of them. Oh no, they're going for this. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. This is a big play because if they don't get it, they don't have. Oh, left them standing wide open. Come on, 11. What were you doing there? Like, let's watch this. Let's watch this replay if they show it. Or we can see the elephant dancing. I'm cool with that too. Right here. What happened, man? What happened? Left him wide open. Your team needed that stop. But going to be 21-10 going into the 2nd quarter. And Alabama, I mean, I don't want to say they have a good lead, but I don't think they're worried yet. I don't think they're worried about losing this lead, you know? Let's see what Ole Miss can do before the quarter ends. Probably just going to take a 10-yard sack. Good Lord, not a single person blocked. And that's huge. That first quarter is going to run out here. And we're going to get on our way into the 2nd. But at the end of the first, 21-10, I mean, at least it's a good game. At least we have a game on our hands. Do you want to, like, actually go at some point? Okay. Ole Miss backed up to their end zone, basically. And they need 20 yards. After that huge sack. Throws it away barely. Barely gets it off. Now it's a 3rd and 20. And you can't do your little run plays you've been doing this whole time. You got to air this ball out, which Alabama knows and is going to be able to cover. So, bad spot. Oh, gets an offside. That's definitely got to be an offsides. Oh, they're going to call a false start. That's unfortunate. Just bad. Just choking under pressure, man. I mean, well, there's nothing else you could chalk that one up to, unfortunately. Now it's 3rd and 25, and I don't really think you have played. Oh, wide open down the field, and he might have a touchdown. You got to get that block. Oh, no. Good save by the corner to get that ankle diving tackle. 73-yard reception. And as I was saying, you don't have a play for 3rd and 25. They had a play for it. I think hurry up was stupid here. But everybody's going to be winded after making that sprint, except maybe the receiver who's getting to sit down for a second. Like I said, I don't understand the hurry up aspect of it. Like, you can take your time or just throw an absolute piss missile to the end zone for a touchdown. 21, soon to be 17. Ole Miss struck fast. They did not let that pressure get to him, and I'm very impressed by that. Gonna just put this one away for 17, I assume. Yeah. Down 4. That was good for Ole Miss. That was a huge momentum builder. Now, if their defense can get a stop, maybe one of those picks that they've been doing so well, I mean, who knows? This could be very good for Ole Miss. They just have to get it starts with a stop. It all starts with the stop here. Handoff to the running back. Gets hit behind the line, but 2 people stopped him behind the line, and he just didn't go down. You have to make that tackle. He met both of y'all behind the line and still got 3 out of it. That's why on those 3rd and inches, it doesn't matter. They're going to get it. May as well just give them the first down when it's that close. Huge dot in the middle of the field. 27-yard reception finds number 2 with only his 2nd catch of the game. That's a big play right there. Like right in the middle of that Ole Miss defense that has not let up a lot of plays like that, to be honest. So now Alabama's back in enemy territory. They are marching. Just hand the ball off, get a lot of yards. Oh my God. Wow. I was going to say get a few yards. They got something like 20, maybe 30 yards. 13 rushes for 92 yards. Running back's having a day right now. He is having himself quite the day. Yeah, he got about 20 yards out of that run. Where it looks like it's quickly turning into just an offensive slug out, which I'm not against. I do love me some offensive shootouts, and this would be the one to watch. Finally gets him tackled behind the line. Number 4 tackling number 4 for a loss of 3. Good on them. Let's see if they can get a few more tackles. Again, if you're Ole Miss at this point, you're cool with a field goal or an interception. 84 is wide open down the flat, but he throws to number 2, who gets 4. Now it's 3rd and 9. Now you're just defending the first down, really. Like, you just don't let them get the first so they can kick a field goal. Right? I assume. Oh! Brings the pressure. Gots the pick! Wow, that's... Gots the pick. Gets the interception off the bounce off of 21, who had the first pick of the game. And there is this Ole Miss defense I've been talking about and hyping up. Such a good defense. Giving their offense a chance now to drive. Ole Miss airs it out. Almost throws a bad interception. I understand the thought process. You just got a big play. Why not try and get another and absolutely build on this momentum? But you cannot throw an interception. You need to capitalize on this. It starts by going forward, which the running back got 2 yards. 3rd and 8. I don't want to say you have to throw, because this Ole Miss team has gotten good rushing yards before. But you probably want to throw. This line needs to hold. They need to give their quarterback time to make a read or just throw an arm punt. Bad drive by the Ole Miss offense, to be honest. Like, the defense came up huge, and the quarterback just kind of sold it, to be honest. Like, wait, it looks like he's about to be benched, I think. I don't think two huge interceptions when you needed a touchdown. Like, I don't think Coach will keep you in the game much longer than that. Ole Miss with another pick. Oh my God, this is going to be a back and forth turnover battle. Ole Miss, 21 gets it again. He is going crazy. Definitely MVP right now. I don't care who scored the touchdowns. This number 21 is keeping this team in the game. Ole Miss gets one more shot, and you got to think this will probably be the last time for this quarterback. If he messes up here, huge run by Ole Miss. Gets 15, 16 out of it. It's a great run. But if he messes up here and doesn't get points, you got to think they bench him, right? Like, you can't keep, pitches it off, just stick with the rushing yards. They were so far behind the line, but all that running only got him 2. Very unfortunate. This is why Ole Miss hasn't been throwing the ball that much, because they get the interception, and they get nervous, and they're like, well, now we have to keep it on the ground, yada yada. Pitches it, bad read. It just a bad play, to be honest. Now it's 3rd and 11. Again, you're in a passing situation because you're playing behind the line of scrimmage, and you're just not going forward. Ole Miss only 2 for 7 on 3rd down conversions. Only 2 for 7. Looks to air it out. Throws it, got a man, catches it. 1st down, 13-yard reception. Ole Miss moves the chains and gets to live for another set of downs. You just can't throw a pick here now. You gotta like start. You gotta like have control over the clock a little bit. So you had 3 possessions that took like a minute each. 2-yard loss, man. I mean, and now injury. That is very unfortunate. Number 6 has been huge for this Ole Miss team. And an injury in the national championship sucks. That is not something you want to see. But number 5, dude, met in the backfield, lost 5 because he ran backwards. Now it's 3rd and 17. Again, you're forced into one of those positions where you kind of just have to air it out. Like, I'm sounding like a broken record here, but dude, throw the fucking ball. And he about got sacked, but hits a man wide open. What am I telling you? Throw the ball. They're not ready for it. Just air it out. About got sacked, though, so he's lucky he got that pass off when he did. Fortunate, a huge playmaker is out with an injury. And another negative 2-yard play. If we could tally up the amount of negative yards there were in this game, 3 rushes, he's averaging negative 2.3 yards. Just not pretty. Not pretty by this Ole Miss offense. They're staying alive, which is good. That's a good run. Get 6 yards out of it, 3rd and 6. Now you can think about it. Do you run? Do you pass? You probably want to pass. Your running game has not been what you wanted it to be. But your passing game has been. Like, the receivers were dropping it in the beginning, but they haven't been now. That was just a bad play by the halfback. He, ran sideways for way too long. If he'd have just cut it upfield, man, he would have had that. But Ole Miss is going to settle for a field goal. If they get it, they're only going to bring it by 1. Does he hit it? He does, barely. Did that hit off the crossbar? If y'all didn't see that, number 6 out for the game with a bruised elbow. Very, very, very unfortunate for Ole Miss. That was a huge star player on their team. And with him out, you got to wonder what this run game's going to look like. He was the only one making the run game possible. And now you just have these backups who have been getting negative yards every play. So, but now, only down by 1, you can play around a little bit. This Ole Miss defense can just keep playing how they are and give the offense as many chances as they get. But you finally have some breathing room now. You're not getting suffocated anymore. You're still losing, but it's a lot more manageable because this defense has been doing so good. I haven't talked much about Alabama. I know I sound very biased, but Alabama, they just, like I've said, they're bigger, they're stronger, and they're a better team. They've been playing great football. Big sack for Ole Miss. But it's also just been a lot of Ole Miss doing things, but not necessarily for the right, not necessarily good things. It's easier to talk about how bad Ole Miss is doing versus how good Alabama's doing, because Ole Miss is just making bad play calls. Alabama's just capitalizing on the bad play calls. 2nd and 18, Alabama does need to air it out here, which they don't run the ball often, so you assume they would anyways. Quarterback with time to throws it into triple coverage, probably the worst area he could have thrown that ball, but he did get hit as he threw. So, you gotta wonder how much of it was just a bad read and how much was just, he did not get the pass off the way he wanted to. 3rd and 18, obvious passing situation, airs it out, catches it. Oh no, they're saying he didn't, but the game's saying he did. So they're gonna give it to him. 4th and 3, he's gonna punt it away. Good catch by the receiver, honestly. That was on the sidelines, but again, surrounded by 3. Hit the punter. Is that gonna be a flag? Wow, Alabama, I think, got cheated there because you hit the punter. If he would have flopped there, you would have lost all of that work. Now Ole Miss has the offense again out on the field. See what they can do with it. Gets 5 on their first play, just keeping it in the air like you should. 18 for 29, 208, and a touchdown with only 2 picks. Pitches it. Oh, huge play. Huge running play. Got about 20 yards. Oh, got exactly 20 yards out of it. That's huge for this Ole Miss offense. Now let's see what they can get working. Maybe throw. What just happened? The center fumbled the snap, I think, because that ball never went to the quarterback's hands. Fumbled the snap and got tackled. That's something you don't see in a championship game. Has a receiver. If he could have let him out, that was a touchdown. But underthrows it. That was, wow. That was just unfortunate. Very unfortunate set of downs for this Ole Miss team right here. Looking to just get a few yards, I think, and drill in another field goal, though. But they'll take the lead if they do. Oh, they try for the end zone again. Throw a pick on the goal line. They got to tackle him. At least another pick. I mean, how much longer do you keep these quarterbacks in the game? Both of them with multiple bad read interceptions. You've tried that one-on-one coverage twice, and your receiver didn't come down with it either time. Why did you think it was going to work? I'm starting to feel bad for this defense, I'm not going to lie. They are doing so good, and just Ole Miss keeps turning over the ball. And the same thing kind of goes for Alabama's defense, is they're shutting down this Ole Miss offense, but the Ole Miss or the Alabama offense is just like throttling out too. They're not doing much. Like, they started off really strong, really hot. I really thought they were going to run away with this game. They're just kind of blowing it, to be honest. Drops back, has a man wide open for 14 yards, 1st and 10. Take some of that time off. I feel like we've been in the 7-minute for like so long now. Maybe run the ball, like establish some dominance, or just get stopped at the line. 2nd and 7, he did get 3, so not too bad. If you get 3 yards every play, you get a 1st down every time because of math. Alabama dumps it off to the check down, who gets the 1st down and gets out of bounds. 9-yard gain for the 1st. Tide is rolling, in fact. 230 for 2 touchdowns, but 4 interceptions. That's wild. In a national championship, bro, this is where you want to play your best game, and turning the ball over 4 times is not your best game. Halfback gets another 3. Looks like he got 5, though. 18 rushes for 105 and a touchdown. The running backs in this game have been like the biggest conversation. Ole Miss running back keeping them alive on so many drives. Getting injured, though. And this Alabama running back just not going down after the first hit. He's kept going consistently. Alabama looks to throw on 3rd and 4. Airs it out, just throws it away. 4th and 4, Ole Miss comes up with a stop, and I think Alabama's going to punt this ball away. Ole Miss is going to get it again. Offenses are very similar right now, both with over 300 yards of offense, same amount of turnovers. If you look at the score, same amount of points, basically. Like, very similar game. This is shaping up to be a very great 4-seed national championship. Gotta hope the rest of them go like this, you know? Ole Miss with a quick strike and a 1st down, gets 12 yards out of it. Hopefully, if they can just, like, I mean, you don't want to just get field goals, because field goals are like losing out on a lot of points every time. But if you can just get field goals and then hold Alabama to nothing, you'll win. Because, I mean, this will be like their 3rd field goal, I think, Ole Miss is, if they can score, if they don't get a touchdown here. But we're getting down to the end of the first half where, like, the teams start to come alive because they're like, oh, we got to score before half. So then they start throwing the deep balls, and then they start, like, really playing like the airing out offenses and stuff. Keeps it with the quarterback, keeps it, gets a first down, 11-yard rush. Good on them. They're driving right now, almost in field goal range already. But like I said, this is always where I've been saying throttle out, that's the wrong word. They stall out here. Like that, 2nd and 13, negative 3-yard rush. Now, I know you can't go forward on every drive, but just kind of ironic. It's like another halfback injury. Wow, they're abusing these halfbacks, man. Run, and now you're on your 3rd string halfback to carry you in the national championship game. Good pass by the quarterback though to get 3rd and 3. You're basically in field goal range at this point. You really want this first down, but do you run it here and risk it? Oh yeah, you keep it with the QB. Get nowhere. Negative 2 yards. 4th and 5. Probably gonna kick this field goal. Again, just unfortunate about their running backs, man. That's 2 of them out. If they hit this here, though, they'll take the lead on number 1, which will give them their first lead of this game. It looks good. They get it, 23-21. Ole Miss finally in the lead. Let's see if they can hold it. Alabama does have basically 5 minutes and 3 timeouts to score. I'm sure they will on this drive. It really is unfortunate for this Ole Miss team facing injuries right now. The last thing you want and the last thing you need. Let's hope this defense can do their job and get a good stop so the Ole Miss offense doesn't have to be so important in this game. Because it looks like it's going to come down to injuries on who wins. Alabama's a fully healthy roster right now. Not a single person out. All of them are doing great. Tight end gets the first down. That tight end's been picked a lot, targeted a lot for this quarterback. 26 for 35, 243, 2 touchdowns. And you see that halfback, mild concussion, out for the game. Now both of your halfbacks are out. And you just have your 3rd string. Better pray he doesn't go out, because if he goes out, you can't run the ball no more. Or you're putting a receiver back there at halfback, which isn't fun. Targets that tight end against 6 receptions for 47 yards. Been a pretty safe option for this quarterback so far. Doesn't seem confident to air it out. I wouldn't either with 4 interceptions. But you always do have that check down. Throws to the halfback, speaking of which. 3rd and 2. Probably gonna they could run it here. I think they've thrown a lot. I think you could run it, and this halfback has not wanted to go down a lot, so he could get the first down. And I've been talking good about this Alabama offense. They're only 3 for 8 on 3rd downs as well. Now granted, they haven't gotten a 3rd down nearly as much as Ole Miss has, but still. Oh, and the halfback just breaking tackles and dragging a man all the way out to the 30 after a 25-yard rush. Broke body number 7 and dragging number 10 for an extra 5 yards. Saying, I don't want to go down here, but thanks. That's what I'm talking about. You can never count this Alabama offense out, man. Once they feel the pressure, they come alive. I feel like some teams thrive under the pressure of, like, losing. Just dumps it off to his favorite target once again for 7 yards, 2nd and 3. I mean, these coaches have faith in their quarterbacks, obviously. They haven't benched either of them yet, when I probably would have. I probably would have after the 3rd on each of them. Halfback gets 2, 3rd and inches. You'd probably think it's another handoff, just to get it. 4th and 9, or 4 out of 9 for 3rd down conversions for Alabama. They get 5 for 10, make it a solid 50%. Looks like they're going to. Plus some. Gets 3 yards out of it. Let's see if Ole Miss's defense can get another stop here like they did last time. It doesn't look like it. This run game is destroying them. It's shocking Alabama's just figuring this out, because I said that in the beginning of the game. I was like, Alabama just needs to stick to the run game. And they should be fine. They should have no problems whatsoever. They're going to hand it off again, like I said. Oh, good tackle by the linebacker. Met him in the hole and just didn't stop running. 3rd and 3. Alabama, I think will probably throw this ball. After that tackle, I think Alabama probably throws it. They could hand it off. They could, like, bounce it to the outside. Oh, no, they just go straight up the middle. And Alabama calls their first timeout under the 2 minutes now. I didn't even realize they were wasting that much clock. Alabama under 2 minutes, knocking on the doorstep, just hands it off again. This halfback not wanting to go down, gets 3 out of it on the 1. Alabama uses their second timeout, using them a little early, I think. You probably could have gone without using him at all, but now you score a touchdown very quickly, I might add. You give Ole Miss 2 minutes and 3 timeouts to go back down the field and score. And if they score and take the lead, they have to score because Alabama gets ball at halftime. Alabama does get the ball at half, so that will be unfortunate. Kicks the field goal, gets it up 28-23. If Ole Miss can get a touchdown out of this, make it 30-28. I mean, I don't think either team will ever be comfortable until this game's over with, unfortunately. Now this this looks a lot better. This looks a lot better than it did the first time we saw that graphic. Now let's see if this offense can do anything. Again, they don't have their running backs. They're not going to run a lot. As I say as they dump it off to the halfback, who only gets a yard. Like I said, quit playing behind the sticks for the love of God. Because bro should have gotten like 5 or 6 out of that. But you threw his... Oh, you're dropping back so much. And then a sack for 7. It's 3rd and 15 now. Ole Miss is probably like, yeah, we'll actually run this clock out. We'll just let it run out. The offensive line, I mean, they've done pretty good, all things considered. They're just getting tired now. I think halftime will be a good reset for this Ole Miss team. 4 for 12 on 3rd downs, whereas Alabama's over 50% at this point. So that doesn't say anything. Oh, quarterback keeps it. Got confused, I think, a little bit. And now Alabama calls a timeout. They're like, holy crap, we have a minute now? 4th and 6. Ole Miss definitely got to punt this one out. And they have to cover this ball. They cannot let him get into open field. Yep, good tackles, good tackles. 51 seconds. Alabama with no timeouts. If they can put more points on the board here, it'll just be even better for them. Because like I said, they get it at halftime. If you go up by... Because they're only up by 1 score right now. If you get a field goal and go up by 2, that's huge. Lets them get to the boundaries and the 40. They're already almost in field goal range. This quarterback's only thrown 9 incompletions. I mean, if you let them get a touchdown, then it's a field goal and a touchdown or 2-score game. But the problem comes when they get the ball to start the second half. Because if you let them go up by 3, you're almost out of it. Like, you fought so hard to get here. It took you the whole quarter. And a huge drop. A huge drop by that Alabama receiver. That was what you needed. Because if you got a touchdown there and then another touchdown, you're like almost set to win. That was a big, big mistake. But it's okay. They'll get... Oh, well, he won't go down because they won't tackle him, but he goes down in bounds. That was a mistake. It's a big mistake. They're probably going to spike it here, I assume. Yeah, they do spike it. Clock the ball. 31 seconds. Ole Miss just has to keep him out of the end zone, I think. But I don't know if they can. This team is coming alive right now. And if Ole Miss can keep them out of the end zone, that's their best case scenario. But if they score a touchdown here, And Ole Miss's defense can't do anything to start the second half. Oh, good stop. Good stop. 3rd and 10. Let's see. Ole Miss's defense is playing for their lives right now. This offense is crazy. Is this a Hail Mary formation or 4 verts formation? Tight end is covered. Oh, if he could have picked that, oh my god. If he could have gotten that interception, he could have housed that on the tight end, man. It's fine. Oh, Alabama's going to take their field goal here. Go up by 11. No, I'm stupid. 9. 7, 8. Yeah, they go up by 9. 2-score game now. But it's not outlandish yet. You know, it's not like a they're done type thing. Let's see what Ole Miss decides to do here. I doubt they're going to put the ball in harm's way. That is a 4 verts set, it looks like, I think. No. Just dumps it off. They're going to take the easy yards. They're probably not even going to try and run another play after this. Yeah, they're just going to run the clock out. And at half, it is 31-23. Crimson Tide in the lead, trying to secure this number 4 seed after falling 3 already. And I was looking at the stat sheet for the earlier rounds. Turns out Alabama played Georgia in that national championship, and it was just Georgia that walked away with it. So I was wrong. Alabama takes it out on the kickoff to open the second half, and actually would have been better off just kneeing it. Doesn't even make it to the 20 because team gets in the way. So Alabama, I guess they'll give it to them. Forward progress and crap. So they're going to start at the 20 instead of the 25. See if Ole Miss can get a stop here. That's a good start. Tackle behind the line for 2. 2nd and 12. I assume if Alabama doesn't win this one, they'll win the next one. For sure. But I do think they'll win this one. Just throws that ball away, though. 3rd and 12. Like I said, though, they have a good lead right now. They don't have to go crazy. They just kind of have to hold the lead. 3rd and 12. Definitely a passing situation. All Ole Miss needs to do is keep them in front of the first down. Completely airs it out. Bad ball. You don't want to go one-on-one with these corners. They've came down with 4 interceptions already. You don't want them getting another. Alabama forced to punt. Good stops by this Ole Miss defense to start the second half. And the offense is going to get it with great field position, honestly. If they gets a good run, basically starts in their own territory. Basically starting at the 50. So, good setup for this Ole Miss offense. Definitely doable. If you go how you've been driving this whole game, you need 3 field goals to take the lead again. A touchdown would be preferred, but you're down 9? No. Am I stupid? 7, 8. Yeah, you're down 9. So you need 3 field goals to tie it, I should have said. But if you're just going to go backwards, you're not going to tie it. 3rd and 9. Now they're in a passing situation again. Which isn't a bad thing because they can pass the ball, but it sucks that they have to wait. They wait until this situation to pass the ball. And being 4 for 13 on 3rd down conversions, you want to try and avoid it as much as you can and not throw a check down. I don't know. If you want my personal opinion, guys, I don't think this quarterback is one to keep in the game. I don't think he's going to lead them to the win here because he's just not making good reads. Now, yes, there's still a whole half to play, but unfortunately, they tried to fake it with another run. They tried to fake it and run. What are you doing? Why are you... Whatever. That was a bad play call. If you were going to fake it, you needed to pass, first of all. Would have been better than losing yards. But this quarterback, he's just making bad reads. He doesn't seem to have the drive to want to go down there and score. He seems A-okay with settling for field goals. Now, whenever he plays, like whenever he starts playing right, he plays amazing. Bro, he's like KJ Jefferson for Arkansas last year. Whenever they were winning and you needed KJ, and KJ just wanted to play football, he came alive and he was amazing. But once you were losing and you needed him in the clutch situations, he sucked. He was so bad. I'm glad he's gone, and I'm sorry for UCF. He's going to be mid as fuck. He's not a good player. It is very unfortunate, but he's not going to win much for you guys. Alabama driving right now. Looking to put up another touchdown, capitalizing on the amount of offense possessions they're getting. Wide open. I wouldn't say wide open, but pretty open as far as this game has been. On 21, again, that has been Ole Miss's best player thus far. And, I mean, if he can get another pick, that'd be great. But, quarterback's going to keep it, get hit, doesn't fumble, hold on to it, 2nd and 8. Good to see the quarterbacks running a little bit, getting some contact in. Putting their bodies on the line. Let's see. Pitches it to the running back. Gets stopped. Oh, he gets a yard. 3rd and 8. Well, I don't think he actually got a yard. But it's 3rd and 8 now. Again, Ole Miss, just keep him in front of the first downs. There's 4 yards that you have to cover. And don't let him in the end zone either. But a wide open man streaked down the field. He had so many people open in that end zone. It didn't matter. It did not matter whatsoever. And now they're up 37, about to be 38-23. It's getting out of hand, Ole Miss. It is getting out of hand. Still only a 2-score game. With best case scenario. It's still only a 2-score game. How Ole Miss has been playing, it's like a 10-score game. Sorry, that was my mother. Ole Miss finally has offense again. And maybe they can do something. Wide open out of the backfield. Gets 10? 17. Wow. Where was my math coming from? I don't know. Wow. Well, I don't know what that ball was, but just throws it away again. Alabama did bring a heater of a blitz. They did not stop whatsoever. Absolutely came rushing that line. Hands it off, gets 5 out of it. 3rd and 5. Better position. But now they're in a wow. What a catch, because that was some throw. Did y'all see that? That quarterback just like did a Patrick Mahomes type throw for that first down. I was literally going to say 3rd downs are not good for this Ole Miss team. I don't know what that was. This quarterback's... That's got to be offsides. Dang, bro. Another false start. Every time something good starts happening for this Ole Miss team, they like throw it away. I don't know what's going on. Looks to throw. Throws it to the out. Oh, my God. 3 yards. Y'all got to do better at keeping your feet in bounds. You got to do better at getting forward. They're just getting horizontal at this point, which is not good. Well, there you go. That's vertical. 14 yards, first down. 8 receptions for 84 yards. This receiver He's doing pretty good. 278 passing yards. Like, I've been dogging on him a lot for not getting the ball out that much, but he's been throwing a lot recently. A bad drop there, though. I mean, a bad throw, in fairness, but I think my mom butt dialed me on accident. There's just a whole voicemail of her just talking to my family. Quarterback keeper, huge play, touchdown, Ole Miss. Sorry, I missed the play in the beginning, but huge quarterback keeper touchdown. And see, like, whenever he does stuff like that, he looks amazing. He looks alive out there. But whenever he is playing like how he was just throwing checkdowns left and right whenever you needed 15, like, then what do you expect? Like, of course I'm going to say bench him because he doesn't seem to care. Then he puts his body on the line for a touchdown. Down by 8 to Alabama. Ole Miss this is a great game. I'm glad it played out this way. Neither team has disappointed thus far. I'm glad we haven't had a blowout. This is why I said this Alabama team isn't as spectacular as you think they are, though, because they've only kept it up by like a touchdown or two each time. Or like, every possession they've had. Like, it's only been a touchdown or two. 2nd and 2, though. Huge 8-yard rush. I think Alabama's play call here is just like run the clock out, to be honest. While they're just like going very slow and there's not much to commentate on, I want to tell y'all thank you guys. I have a video, one of my streams that is popping off right now, and it's like, dude, it's been so amazing to watch it just like go up in views every single time. Like, almost every time I look at it, it goes up. Like, right now it's at 130, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but to, like, me it is, because I only have, like, a few videos over 100, period. And so I'm very appreciative, and it's been helping me, like, keep up with wanting to keep going with these streams. Because, like, that's always been my problem, is I'll start streaming, and then, like, I'll just, like, give up on it because it seems like a waste of time. But, like, this one seems to actually be getting, or this series itself seems to be getting traction. And so it's a lot more fun to do whenever I know people actually want to watch it. And I've been watching people pop in and out of this stream, like, in and out. And so I just wanted to, like, say thank you guys, appreciate it. I'm going to keep it up for, like, as long as I can. I've been having a good time doing this, and hopefully I'll be more consistent. I know I've been missing a few days. I just have to, like, actually pick times in between work that I have to do this and still juggle friendships. And, dude, what was that? At Alabama, that's almost a touchdown. Well, he stopped in the backfield, made it all the way down to 1st and goal. Great run by that Alabama halfback, though. He has not stopped this entire game. He has been a threat this entire game. And Alabama's knocking on the doorsteps, about to put up another touchdown. At least the offenses came alive. Like, because Alabama was not doing hot for a minute there. Just slides, good call. Don't take a hit if you don't need to. Gets them down to the 2nd or 3rd. But back to what I was saying, just appreciate you guys, and of course, if y'all like what I've been doing, please like and subscribe. Help me out a bit. I would love to make this oh my god, is that going to be a pick 6? I think it is. If that quarterback, oh, bad angle on the quarterback. Oh, he got it. Barely grabbed it. That was wild. Sorry. If y'all like what y'all are watching, please like and subscribe. Helps me out. I would love to make this something bigger. But I need y'all's help. Um, but thank you. That's all I wanted to say. Anyways, back to this game. Ole Miss with a huge pick, and if they just gotten a little luckier, man. I mean, that was a pick six in the making. 3-yard rush by the third string halfback. Again, you got to remember, Ole Miss is functioning on like one leg basically. All they have is the passing game because the running game really is not a thing anymore. With 2 receivers in the same area, just seems like a waste of a route. I feel like. Oh, did they just throw to like a 4th string halfback? Because 2 of them are out for the game. Like, I don't know how far your depth chart goes, but to have 2 running backs out is ridiculous. Quarterback bodied a line, or that may have been a corner, I don't know, but bodied someone for that first down. Ole Miss is on fire right now. You almost wonder, do they go for 2 here to tie it, or are they okay staying down by 1 and just putting up another drive? I think if it was closer towards the end of the game, they go for 2, but here you just kind of stay down by 1 and wait for your defense again. Ole Miss driving right now, throwing absolute dots. The quarterback, he's scoring a lot of touchdowns, just not passing for him. So that stat line looks a lot less impressive than it actually is. That run, not the best, but you can't ask for much. Good stop on the defense. You were on your heels for so long. You needed a win there. Because this Ole Miss team is starting to fire up and get alive. This is a good spot to have them in, though. They have not functioned well around here. So if you're going to stop them anywhere, it's here. Another good tackle behind the line by the linebackers. It looks like Ole Miss is going to run out of steam here unless... Because they have to basically get a touchdown on this play. And if they don't get a touchdown, they're going to kick another field goal. Only being down by 5, though, isn't going to be horrible. He had time. He had plenty of time to throw an interception. Like, what are you doing, man? You kicked that guy out of the game. Oh, they did. They are. That's what they're showing right there. That's what that stat means, I think. Is they are about to take number 14 out because he's just thrown pick after pick after pick. I'm amazed this Alabama quarterback's still in the game. Goodness, he just punched 2 people and finally got tackled. Look at this. Blew up. Oh, he did that to number 21. That's disrespectful right there. 2nd and 13. I wouldn't keep either of these quarterbacks. At this point, I don't think any coach is keeping either of these quarterbacks. And hell, Saban benched, what was it, Jalen Hurts in their national championship game for Tua. Throws to his famous who threw it to. Of course, it was all reliable there to get yards and a little juke to get more. Drops back to throw, dumps it out to the sidelines, gets about 3, 2nd and 7. Both of these defenses playing amazing right now. Both of the offenses kind of like unimpressive. Except for that halfback, man. That halfback is going crazy. He is the most valuable player of the game, probably by far. 21's definitely the most valuable player on Ole Miss. But he has been very quiet this past few quarters. It's basically been the Ole Miss defense. If you could pick the defense for most valuable player, it's just the whole defense. Because I mean, respectfully, that y'all should have been out of this game by now. Like, this is number 1 team in the nation, and y'all really, like, even when the overall came up, y'all were outmatched, and y'all are keeping it close. Y'all have had the lead at one point. A good tackle, though, 3rd and 8. Of course, it wasn't number 4 that got tackled. It was number 17. Number 4 would have thrown you off, like curb stomped you, teabagged you, and then got 5 extra yards out of it. Like, I wonder where he's at, actually, now that I think about it. Wide open man downfield, cornerback makes the touchdown saving tackle, but not after 50 yards. Blown coverage. Was that the cornerback? That had to be a safety. Oh, yeah, it was the free safety. I was going to say, a cornerback, like, if you blew that coverage and were still able to catch up, that's shocking. Safety makes the touchdown saving tackle, but Alabama's back in the red zone, and they're probably just going to run it a few times. Every time they throw it down here, they get in sticky situations. 2 picks, actually, in the red zone for Alabama against this defense. So I'd assume, and they got number 4 in the game, all they need is 6. Yeah, they're definitely going to just hand it to him, let him do his thing. 3rd and 4. Good tackles by Ole Miss, not letting him get too much. You got to game tackle him. You can't just go at him one-on-one. He's not going to let you get away with all that disrespect. Hands the ball off again. They gang tackle him. Oh, they did not get in. 4th and 1. 4th and 1. Do they go for it? Yeah, they're going to go for it. Ole Miss going to crowd the box. I bet you money it's outside. They're going to run this ball outside. Oh, they're going to throw it. And they get it. Touchdown, Alabama. Up by 2 scores again. Alabama team is starting to run away with it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Alabama's starting to show their dominance. Fine. That was to a lineman. Guys, that was to a lineman. They just did it. 13 plays, 90 yards, took 3 minutes off the clock. That was a good drive by Alabama. Now up by 15. Ole Miss has to capitalize on this drive right here. They're just going to take a knee, start at the 25. I don't know. I wanted to go ahead and start. I almost wrote 2 different tournament things to like set up the next one. Because I was bored one night, but I didn't want to. Like, I was bored the night after I finished the stream. So where the hell did you throw? You had no pressure. You could have waited. But now I was going to write them, and I was going to be like, well, I can't, because I still have to wait for the winner of this freaking game. So, I still have to do that after this one. Get good fighting by that receiver to get the first down. Got like 4 yards after the catch, after contact. Ole Miss just hands it off right up the gut. Gets the first. Oh wait, he got back up. Got tackled though right as he got back up. 11 yards. First down. Ole Miss moving and quickly. I feel like if they don't get a big play, scoring in the red zone's hard for them. Gets 3 out of that one. 3rd and 7. You know, for a backup halfback, he is doing good. Like, I've been getting on to him for playing behind the line and like playing the running game and stuff. But the halfback's been doing good. Quarterback rolls for a first down, 8 yards. He's putting his body on the line. I think now he knows it's crunch time. Like, you can't just start losing here. You have to keep it in the game like you have been. It's still just football. Good toe drag on the sidelines, 14 yards, 1st and 10. Toe drag swag. Who said that? Was that like RBT or something? I haven't watched him in forever, bro. He started playing MLB, and I was like, it's not football. Or started doing like rebuilds and stuff. Huge dot to the line. Gets 6. 2nd and 4. They're not in the red zone yet, so maybe they won't run out of steam here. But you have to like secure this ball, man, because you've missed out on so many points by throwing interceptions down here. This is where you run it. This is where you don't play 6 yards back, but you get right under that center and you run this ball. Or do it like that. That works too. First down, 4-yard rush. Now they have to get to the 2 to get another first down, so you almost think they just got to get in the end zone. Hands it off. Oh, yep, that's exactly what they do. They just go straight to the end zone. 13-yard run for the third string halfback. Probably not expecting to play at all this game. And now has a touchdown to save this game from getting ridiculously out of hand. And Ole Miss is going to take their field goal. Understandable completely. Puts it up 37-45. They're not out yet. Still a one-score game, but realistically it's a two-score game. Because Ole Miss has not had good, is not the best on offense, so I think trying to go for 2 just sounds like a bad idea. Personally, I wouldn't risk going for 2. I would rather just try and... I don't know actually what I would do. Because if you haven't been good on offense and you have a shot to tie it, I'd tie it. But then again, if you don't tie it, you're still down. You got no. So I'd go for 2. I think I'd go for 2. But they have to score again and stop Alabama. This defense has to come up big. Which, I mean, like I said, they've been playing great, but this Alabama offense is alive right now. 8-yard rush. He wasn't even touched until he got past the first down. This Alabama offense is moving so well. The Ole Miss defense has really only gotten stops when it's picks and stuff. Because they are not able to tackle this guy very well. He got 3 there. They're not able to tackle him. The receivers are getting wide open on down the field. Deep coverage, Ole Miss is useless. It's the short throws that Ole Miss has been winning on. Except for that one. 3rd and 2. They need a stop here. They need a very good stop. Right here, right now. This will be huge for them. Because playing from behind is hard. And you still have 2 drives to go. They're going to hand it off. Gets the stop behind the line. 4th and 2. Alabama's got to punt it. They have to punt it here. Ole Miss is going to try and block it, but they got to be careful not to run into this punter. They did it once already. And lucky they didn't get flagged for it. Oh, they didn't even rush it. They're going to try and defend, let their guy run. Nobody was there to block. Oh my god. Gets 9 out of it. Ole Miss finally back on offense. This Chick-fil-A bowl is going crazy, man. And then I got to go to work for Chick-fil-A. Ugh. Right after this. Yeah, if anything, y'all should start subscribing and stuff so I can quit working there, because it's horrible. Quarterback has 2 touchdowns on the ground and only 1 in the air. The halfback has quite literally carried this game. Throw it. No, the field goal kicker has carried this game. Good play by the tight end. Got 4 out of it. 3rd and 3. You can run or throw here. I would say throw because you haven't been able to run the ball. But you haven't necessarily... Oh, well, as I say that... What just happened? Oh, he got 6. So I guess they'll give him forward progress. But he just got ripped all the way back. Probably a horse collar, to be honest. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Dumps it out to a little screen pass. Gets nowhere, really. 2nd and 8. Probably not going to get this playoff before the 3rd quarter, to be honest. Unless they do. No, they don't. Took too long. And hold up your 4s. We got a ball game. 45-37. Alabama. I mean, what can you do here? What can you do to pull off this win if you're Ole Miss? What can you do differently, I should say? Because you've been playing pretty good. As much as I've been crapping on you, you've been playing pretty good. I don't know what all you can do differently. And if you're Alabama, what do you do to hold this lead? Because you have not been able to get the separation you need from this Ole Miss team. You need more than 1 touchdown. You need more than 1 possession of separation. Um, I mean, you've been getting it for a little bit, but you don't hold it for long. Well, that's how you do it, by the defense. 5th interception for this quarterback, and probably in the worst timing you could get. Your defense just got a huge stop, man, and you just needed you needed points this drive. And now Alabama's got it already in their own field position, or already in their own territory. If that quarterback comes back out on the field, I'm going to be utterly shocked. Huge sack by this Ole Miss defense. Sacked for 9 yards. Held onto that ball way too long. You should have just thrown it away, man. You had guys at the boundaries. You could have thrown it away, and it would have been intentional grounding. Wow. Very unfortunate to take a huge sack like that. 2nd and 19. Oh, they're pushing again. Wide open. Gets the first down. Not wide open, but easy throw for the receiver to catch. He had no struggles whatsoever. And, he was behind the line, and he still got the first. That's how much room he had. There was somebody literally on top of him. That's just this Alabama team for you. And this is why in the playoffs they're going to be such a dominant force. Huge tackle behind the line again for a loss of 4. The defensive line's doing their best, man. These corners just got to do better. I've noticed, though, they have not tried 21 recently. They don't need that interception right now. Right now, they're all tied up, so the Alabama quarterback's been playing way better down the stretch than Ole Miss has. Just going to hand the ball off, 3rd 13. Obvious passing situation. I assume you probably go to your safety net just to get yards. Oh, is the safety net even out on the field? I don't think he is. Your safety net's not out on the field. I don't know who you go to. Probably just anybody who gets open. Well, that's who you go to. Number 9, wide open touchdown. 51-37. Alabama, I wouldn't say sealed the game there, but pretty close, dude. Just why? Look at this. He one-handed that thing, snagged it out the air, grittied all the way into the end zone if they had it in the game at this point. Good Lord. Another 2-possession game for Alabama now. So, I mean, it's great for you. It really is. At this point, what else can you ask for? You just gotta hold on now. You just gotta hold this lead, and you have a win. And I mean, no fault to Ole Miss. They fought hard. They fought strong, but nobody really came in here expecting them to win this game. Nobody expected them to take this dub. Now, I'm glad they gave it their all. I'm glad they tried, and it wasn't a complete and utter blowout, but quick dump off to the tight end, get 7 out of it, 2nd and 3. Only 3 targets for this tight end. 1 touchdown, 5 picks. The reason he's in the game, I'm unknown to me. Literally, it has to be for his running, and that's it. Because 3rd and 6, this is, if your offensive coordinator's calling this is where you take over as a quarterback and you go, nah, you're done. And then you start your own drive. Because they're just hand the ball off. Hand the ball off again. Hand the ball off some more. Oh, you want to know what would really trip them up? If you handed the ball off. 4th and 1, I think you go for it here. You have not gotten anything going, and your defense is starting to stall out. Yeah, I feel like you go. Yeah, you go for it. And you run it, you get it. Wow, huge hole. Huge hole. Ole Miss is going to score a touchdown. On 4th and 1, you run it up the gut, and you get 66-yard touchdown to bring this game back. That's huge. That is... Wow. Just when you think they're out of it, man. I mean, they're not giving up, and now they decide to go for 2. They're like, well, better late than never. Or better now than never. Gets it! Gets the catch! Wait a second. Did I math wrong? 7... 12. What? Oh, that Alabama had a 3-possession lead. That's where my math is wrong. Heard that. Whatever. Now let's see what this defense can do, because the offense just got a huge momentum play and a 2-point conversion. Let's see if this defense can just stop this Crimson Tide team. And see if the Tide can just hold on, man. Wait, it's a 9-point game. I'm so confused on where my math is coming from, but whatever. I must have missed something. But we have a 9-point ball game. Second and 6. Let's see. Will Alabama choke this away? I doubt it. Huge. Oh, fumble! Ole Miss recovers. They fumbled it. That's one way to choke it away. Wow. Ole Miss defense coming up huge again. This is ridiculous. Fumbles it. Wow. I was like, why is the play not over? That's why. Ole Miss is not done. Ole Miss is very much still fighting. They understand the reality of the situation. Missed tackle by the defensive lineman. A halfback still only gets a yard out of it. Wow. That's shocking. That is very, very shocking. Ole Miss is now really back in this game. You got to throw that ball, man. Oh, had all the time in the world. Wide open man down the middle of the field. 39-yard completion. 40 yards. And Ole Miss is driving, having itself a day now. And this Alabama defense is on its heels. They need to figure something out. They need to figure something out and quick. Because Ole Miss has all the momentum in the world right now. That's how you start it. A 3-yard drop behind the line of scrimmage. Good tackle. Let them know that running game ain't... The running game works when they go up the gut. But to the outside, man, it's been useless. It's been utterly useless going outside. It's only up the gut. I say that as he bounces it to the outside. Runs into the dude. 3rd and 7. Gets 6 yards. Now you gotta... you're almost in four down territory, I think, unfortunately. Depending on what you get here, how much you get out of it, you're in 4 down territory. Or you can just get the... No, you got 4th and inches, man. Run forward for the love of God. 4th and inches, you just QB spy this, or QB sneak this shit in, right? No, why are you in the shotgun? If they don't get it here, they deserve to lose this ball game. Or you can throw it and get it down to the 1. That works too. 1st and goal. That was to a cornerback. Ole Miss is tired. They have cornerbacks in the game, guys. And the QB... What the f... What did we just watch? Can I pause? No, I can't pause. Let me pause. Oh my god. Hold on. We have to watch that back. Sorry, guys. Give me... Look at this. So, first of all, if you hand it off... Hold on, let me zoom in. If you hand it off, probably getting tackled, right? So, good to not hand it off. But as the QB, run forward. Look at that. You are one-on-one with that guy. With that guy right there. You run forward. But no, runs it out here. Cuts it finally. decides, no, never mind, I'm not going to cut it, whenever you could have, and that guy was not going to get the angle. Pitches it as the dude fell. The dude was tackled back here, which could be a penalty, it looks like, because he was tackled right there. And the QB pitches it there into his lap, and then it gets picked up. Wow. And just like that, all of the work your team just put in just like got thrown out the window. Wow, wow, wow. That is I'm at a loss for words, man. If they lose, you can chalk it up to that bullshit right there. I have no clue what happened. That's why you don't let the AI control your team, apparently. But hey, that's why we just sit and watch, because it's a lot more interesting. And out of everything you could have done, I mean, you had a cornerback catch a pass for a first down on 4th and goal, or on 4th and 1. You had, and then you run a read option, or a triple option, and you miss one read that would have just gotten you a few yards. You had 1st and goal. You had no reason to do something stupid and go straight to the end zone. So first, you should just handed it off, taking the sack, and like stop running, hurry up. Then you should have just ran into the end zone, and then you shouldn't have pitched the freaking ball. You should have taken the tackling in. Now Alabama quarterback with all the time in the world to throw the ball throws another pick. Oh my God. The turnovers are crazy. That is 13 turnovers in this game. There might be more turnovers than there are touchdowns. This is going ridiculous this 4th quarter. Oh my God. I definitely need to change the title to craziest game I've ever witnessed. What? I don't even know what's going on here. Yeah, that's where you pitch it whenever your guy is standing up. Anyway, 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Wow. It's like Ole Miss wanted to lose right there. Almost throws another interception. I don't know, this quarterback needs to be out of the game, man. Like, they need to be gone. This is ridiculous. 7 for 21 on 3rd down. Now you need it here. And now you need to go for it on 4th down if you don't get it. Oh, but you do get it. Oh, reaching and diving for it. 16-yard reception. Dude, I'm at a loss for words right now on what just that entire series of events. And then Alabama driving down here, throwing another pick. And then dude almost threw another one. Like, coaches never preach ball security in this game, apparently. They just don't care. I think an incentive for turnovers, maybe, some shit like that, because at least you stayed in bounds. Oh my God, I really thought you were about to run out, bro. These tight ends have been carrying this game. The receivers have fumbled. The halfbacks are all dead. Quarterbacks are like, just like, here, you can have the ball. And then another false start, bro. Very undisciplined game, to say the least. Very undisciplined. I don't know what else you want me to say. But, I mean, it's shaped up to be a very entertaining national championship, if anything. So, on the 1st down, they get 9, so it's 2nd and 6. After the penalty, that was ridiculous. Ole Miss, now, I don't know. Oh, halfback stays on his feet. Again, guys, if y'all are just tuning in, that is the 3rd string halfback. That is Ole Miss's 3rd string halfback, trying to keep them in this ball game, because one's out with a bruised elbow, the other's out with a concussion. Quarterback kept it for 8 yards. If he pitched it that time, the running back, who was like 10 times faster, probably could have gotten a touchdown. But whatever. Got the first. That's all that matters. Probably didn't want to pitch it again after last time. Just airs it out to almost another interception. 2 deflections, 1 pick already. I don't know what this Ole Miss team is doing. They don't want to win. And Alabama has missed like 4 or 5 times on this drive alone to turn Ole Miss over. And that ball just was going to the dirt. Had 2 open guys in the general area that just didn't throw it to either of them. Another 9 for 23. Another 3rd down. And it's like, why keep putting yourselves in this situation? Throwing another interception, bro. Look at that. 14 turnovers. 14 turnovers for this game. Like, y'all are not trying to win. But this could be okay for Ole Miss if they could get a safety. But, I mean, you'd probably just hand it to number 4 and let him run it, right? You don't throw this ball in the slightest. Well, when number 17 runs backwards and loses a yard, that's a good start. Good tackle by the strong safety, coming down to blow that play up. Ole Miss knew they had to bring heat. This might be an over. Both of these teams might get over 1,000 yards of offense in this game. They've both been playing amazing. 3rd and 5. Just trying to dig out of this end zone, man. But if Ole Miss can hold them to a punt, they can get another chance. But they've left so many points on the board, it's not even funny. Alabama might actually... I don't know if they run it here. You'd almost think just pass. Yeah, just try and air it out. Good little screen. You'd stop behind the line, though. 4th and 5. Alabama's got a punt, and they desperately need to punt. You do not go for this ball. Or you do not go for this. Alabama will punt it away. Ole Miss is hopefully going to have it within their 50. If you're punting out of your end zone and you don't get the ball within the 50, you block? Question mark. Oh, good blocks. Good blocks. Fall. What's the flag, man? Did they hit the punter? Oh, clipping. Whatever. They still get the ball. Thank God. Dude, and penalties now. This game has been awful. We are definitely looking at like the overall thing, like the game stats. So the penalties have been crazy. The turnovers have been ridiculous. Oh my God, another pick. Another interception by Ole Miss. They don't want to win. They really don't at this point. I could not tell you what is going on right now in this game. I've never seen something go this to shit. They've played so good all this whole time. Both of these teams. And now they're just crumbling before our eyes. Alabama's not really crumbling necessarily. They've been playing basically like this. Just the defensive game has been ridiculous. And Ole Miss has just made so many mistakes. They don't deserve to win at all. Tight end gets 2, so 3rd and 2. Ole Miss needs another stop again. Bro, if after this game, this defense better not run a second. Like, it's the offense who needs to be punished for this performance. Now, that was bullcrap. You just let that ball soar and didn't even try and make a play on it. But at this point, you're probably gassed. You probably have no stamina left. Because you have not been off the field because your team kind of likes to see you kill yourself. 2nd and 3. Alabama just needs to, like, run this ball. You need to run this ball, run this clock out, because Ole Miss can't fucking score. So, I don't really know what the problem is with Alabama. Just run the ball. Keep trying to get first downs. If you can't, just punt it away, because Ole Miss... Like, dude, that defensive lineman was in the backfield and just completely ran the wrong way. Like, they're not trying to stop him. 8 receptions, 145 yards, and a touchdown. That receiver had a game. I wonder, they don't show MVPs in this, do they? If they do, I want to see. We're gonna like I said, let everything roll out. But I don't think they do, and I wish we could have done the national championship so we could have gotten that graphic, but I don't think we will. Halfback gets stopped. Did number 4 get injured? Because number 17's been in for a while. I must have missed an injury. Oh, Alabama's wide receiver is out. The one who's been playing outstanding. It was just like a bruise something or another, so he's probably not out for long. Wide open in the end zone, and that's probably the nail on the coffin because Ole Miss hasn't done a thing. 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Wow. At this point, you just sit back and watch, and you're like, what game did we just watch? Because I couldn't tell you. I don't think the computer could tell you, and everybody who's watched has no idea. This was brutal. This hurt to watch. Ole Miss had so many opportunities, 8 of them to be exact, that they just turned the ball over on. Alabama's going for 2, kind of like insult to injury at this point. Almost ran out of bounds and still kept it in. 7. Gets them to 50. Yeah, down by 3 scores with 5 minutes left. You're like out of it, Ole Miss. And you know what? You kind of deserve it. If you throw another interception, we might just sim to the end. No, we'll watch it all. We'll give Alabama the spectacle they want. But, good God. Are you injured? Crap. Yeah, now it's got to be passes. You can't run this ball anymore. You're down way too much to run. Well, it's better than getting sacked for 6 yards. Alabama's just on fire now. All the momentum is on their side. There's not enough time left for Ole Miss to come back. Alabama has won this game, and they are just proving that they are a dominant program. And like I said, I had them picked to win. I'm shocked it took them this long to win. But it was fun. Like, I was rooting for Ole Miss. And I think y'all could tell with how I was talking. I was rooting for Ole Miss because, like, you always like an underdog story. But I don't know. Alabama did deserve a win. They deserved a top 10 spot in the playoff at the very least. I'm honestly shocked they weren't the first one to win. I'm shocked it was Arkansas. But, I mean, throwing a screen pass on 3rd and 8 in your own territory when you need to get down the field. Now it's 4th and 11. You got to go for it. If you don't go for it, you're admitting defeat at that point. Yeah, so Ole Miss is just rolling over and calling it a game. So, I mean, hopefully Alabama will just, like, run the clock out now. I don't think it matters anymore. Wow, just came in and absolutely bodied someone. The utter disrespect from that is crazy. But, yeah, this is all Alabama now. They'll probably just run in here. They'll probably just run the ball, like, as many times as they can and just, like, let the clock bleed. I don't think they care. I don't think anybody should. It's over with. 21 for 96 and a touchdown, and he was the backup running back. I don't know where number 4 is at. Is that number 4 in the backfield? I don't know where he's at or why he's not been in, but he hasn't been needed. That was not number 4. I think that was the 3rd string. Wow, the quarterback stayed up and gets the ball away. Impressive feat by the quarterback. This definitely went down as a great rivalry game, though. This showed what a rivalry is, and you can't question it. Out of bounds, I mean, the clock's going to run anyways. It should, because it's not within 2 minutes, but doesn't really matter. Alabama's just going to punt it away. Ole Miss can't win at this point. Ole Miss can't win. Alabama will be your 4th-seeded playoff team, carried on the back of number 10 and that elite defense that just let nothing slide with Ole Miss. They let 43 points slide, but outside of that, they really didn't let anything else slide. Like, they didn't let Ole Miss win. And they let them get the lead once, and past that, nothing else. Let them get the lead once and then absolutely buried them, ironically enough. I mean, if they're still just running the ball at this point, yeah, just like run out the clock, guys. Just run that play clock all the way down. Run it out. You didn't even run out of bounds. Like, that's how literally you're trying to. That's how, like, little you're trying to win this game. Because, I mean, it's not impossible. But it's getting there. Why you run hurry up and then you stand there for like 30 seconds. And then you just run screen pass after screen pass. Like, just quit at this point. Airs it out finally for another interception. And Alabama is 9 turnovers against their 7. By the way, as much as I'm like dogging on Ole Miss, Alabama did not play a pretty game. For the love of God, 7 interceptions, 2 of them coming within like 2 minutes of each other. Alabama played a disgusting game too. This was a ugly game. But Alabama was just the less ugly team, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, he hit his 100-yard marker after 25 rushes or something like that. Well, there you have it. I mean, Alabama is just going to run this clock out. Ole Miss shouldn't call any timeouts. I don't know why they would. They can't. It won't do anything for them. But, like, I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed with how ugly that game was. And the fact that Ole Miss had every chance to win that game. Like, it's not like they just gave up. Or it's not like they lost. They just kind of gave up. That's what I meant to say. Like, so many interceptions. And so with that being said, your top 4 teams are Arkansas, Georgia, Clemson, and Alabama. If we were doing a 4-team playoff, this would be over. But there you have it. Let's see if we get a spectacle at all. It is a bowl game, so you would think maybe, or not at all. Word. Anticlimactic. But let's look at the game stats real quick while y'all are here. Alright, we don't need scoring summary. We need team stats. 43-60, Alabama wins. First down. There was only 3 difference in the first down. Alabama had 911 yards of offense. Ole Miss had 746. I don't care about all this. Alabama, like, dude, it was an air raid at the end of the day. Third down conversions. Ole Miss was 38%. Alabama was 54%. Fourth down conversions. Ole Miss was 66%. Alabama was 100%. 2-point conversions. Ole Miss. Wait, they didn't get that 2-point? That's wild. I thought they did. But Alabama got one of their. Oh, I remember the one they got that they shouldn't have. Turnovers 9-7. Both of them lost a fumble. 8 interceptions to 6. Punt return yards were not that important because Alabama barely punted the freaking ball. Kick return yards, Alabama did better, of course. Total yards, I need the penalties. Oh, Ole Miss 5 for 35, Alabama 0 for 0. Like, dude, what was that game? It sucks that I can't, like, my thing doesn't do replays, because I would totally want to go through and, like, show that, like, I don't get highlights, unfortunately. I don't know why. But there you have it. Alabama defeats Ole Miss in one of the wildest, sloppiest games I've ever seen. But your fourth seeded national championship team is Alabama, and the next stream we will start the fifth seed with I have to rewrite the sheet. I don't even know what technically it's like Air Force that always starts, right? Yeah, Air Force versus Idaho, I think it will be. But we will see. That will be a thing for next time. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like the stream, please like and subscribe. And I will catch y'all hopefully tomorrow. Peace out.